You start taking cases when you come into second year of medical college, and it's like a learning process, probably going on lifelong, but it's a very, very important step in the whole system. You take cases, you learn from them, and you also learn how to disseminate information. I mean, the whole reason that we have a set way of taking cases, that you take it in a certain manner and it's understood by doctors all over the world. What happens is that you're taking the case not only for yourself, but you're also making sure that you write it down and it's recorded and logged in a way that the whole world can understand. So that's a number one point to remember out there. So good case taking includes a lot of skills. I mean, you have to know your examination skills, that's completely separate. But from the point of taking history itself, there's a lot of things you need to cover and a lot of information that you need to have. Before getting into it itself, you need to understand the pathology behind the disease you're trying to look at. And once you have that, you'll be able to ask questions better. So apart from there's a lot of points that everybody gives out, that you should ask this for your history, you should build a rapport. I'm gonna put it all into one point so that you just have to remember one thing. If you work on that, you can probably improve your case taking by a lot. And that is that you need to be an advocate for your patient. I mean, what does that mean? Imagine that you're in a courtroom. What is an advocate? Like, advocate is a person who speaks for somebody else. When you go to the court, the advocate is the one who speaks for you, to the judge, to the other party, and whatever it is. So you need to remember that if you want to take a case really well, you need to be the advocate for your patient. That means you got to understand his problem completely. Okay, understand it through and through, so that you are able to explain it to your professor, your doctor, your senior, or the one who's looking after him. Because for majority of your life, you're gonna be the undergraduate, the postgraduate, the junior resident, the senior resident, and it's gonna be only much later that you're reaching the top. And when you reach the top, you're gonna be trying to understand all these things. You're gonna be understanding the cases presented by all of these people. So it is basically a means of communicating information, and it's really important that you just be the advocate for your patient, understand his problem completely, and examine him well and put the points across, so that somebody who's not even seen the patient has a complete idea of what is happening with him. He would have knowledge that you may not have, but can associate things based on what you're telling them. Okay, and another thing that advocates do really well is, they make sure that the pertinent information goes through, and the non-pertinent information that may get a criminal in trouble or get his sentence increased is not presented. So that's what you got to do. You got to pick up and identify what the disease is, identify the points for it, and push those, so that is very, very clear that this is the disease that this person most likely is suffering from, and push it through, while at the same time making sure that other things are ruled out. Also, to improve it, you make sure that you do not share that irrelevant information. I mean, somebody coming with chest pain, at the same time also complaining about vague GI symptoms and multiple other issues. You have to separate them, and make sure that you present them in a separate manner, so as to not confuse the person listening on the other end. Be an advocate for your patient. I hope this was helpful. Really tired today. Just thought I'll put in a video, maybe help you guys out. Stay in touch. See you. All the best.